Hello, crafty friends, Creative Juice by Lonnie, and it is still celebration with just 2.5 weeks left in our 2024 celebration. So, of course, we have to show some more fun things with it. And as always, many of these projects that I am sharing with you will also be useful in when you're using other projects as well. So feel free to use what you have, but it's always fun to get something for free, right? Okay. Did you see there is more to celebrate? So you have a few new products that you can choose with a qualifying purchase. These with the little blue circle are free with a $50 order, in addition to the other things that are already available for celebration. And then these two with the Calypso Coral Circle are free with a $100 order. So we've got our new core colors, the markers, just the new ones that came out in last May. So if you had all the other Stamp and Write markers, then you definitely need to earn these for free. And our Dragonflies punch. So there you go. Today, though, we're going to use one of our standard celebration items. This was the softly stippled designer series paper. It's a very feminine paper, but I chose this one because it has some non-directional patterns that we can use. And for this project, you'll probably want a piece of 12 by 12 non-directional pattern. Okay, as we're getting ready here, please say hello and tell me, I think last time we asked you what you got for celebration. Tell me what you're looking forward to for Valentine's Day. Do you send Valentine cards? Have you made a Valentine box for a child or grandchild? I don't know. Love to hear it. Okay, I'm actually going to use this piece of paper from the pack of paper. This is Pool Party and White. And on the back, it has some of our wild wheat, which I've actually grown to love. I thought I was going to hate this color. I don't. I love it. It's the closest to gold that isn't shiny that we have, and it's really perfect for that. Okay, so then when you have a whole bunch of little pieces, extra pieces, then I'm going to give you some ideas for some cards to use up all those extra pieces as well. So I was thinking for this project, if I wanted to give away cards, what is a really quick, easy folio folder, something to be able to give away some of my handmade cards? And I came up with this one. So let's make our stamping bigger so you can see it and less of me. Now, can you hear me? I need to know that you can hear me as well. I did try using the mic on my phone rather than the microphone um, on the computer today. So I'm hoping that will help. Oh, before we use our Simply Scored, you can use the Simply Scored, or you can use the stamp and trimmer. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll get it. But for this one, I'm just going to use my Simply Scored because it's a lot easier. Apologies in advance for my croaky throat. That's the benefit of having this be virtual. You don't have to be here when I'm getting better from something. I lost my voice last week, and that was an interesting thing. Okay, the first thing we're going to do with our 12 by 12 piece of paper is fold it corner to the opposite corner, so diagonally. You can use a bone folder to make a nice crisp fold if you'd like. And you've got the diagonal fold. That makes your point to point, the longest edge is along the fold is now about 17 inches. So bring in the Simply Scored or your trimmer. The first thing I'm going to do is score. I'm going to put my fold against the left side here. I'm going to score at 1/4 of an inch with my stylus. So right there, I'm going to score with a 1/4 inch, and then you're going to have to flip it over because the simply scored is not long enough. And this is why I chose the simply scored. It's actually longer than the trimmer, so this works a little bit better. You could also just try to fold it if you wanted to, just about a 1/4 inch right there along the folded edge. Then turn and take that folded edge and put it up towards the top. And we're going to score, oh, I better make sure I have this right, at 6 and 11. So 6 inches and 11 inches. Okay. And flip it over and do the same thing. It should be about the same place. 6 inches and 11 inches. So on both sides. That's all the scoring we need. And this is a no cutting project. So even better. Thank you, Anne, for letting me know that my microphone is working. Okay, now we're going to do a little, we're going to open it up and fold along those 1/4 inch lines that we scored right down the center. So you can kind of see this looks like this. Then when we undo it again and fold on the other side, that's same 1/4 inch. That gives us a 1/2 inch right down the middle of this folio. Got it? All right, you've got kind of you've got a score or a line in the middle, our first fold line, and then 2 lines on either side of it. Now we're going to take the 2 sides that we had, and to make sure that you're folding it in the right direction, right where that's your score line is, match up your point along the center score line, and then score this. This is actually one we've done smaller versions of for treats, but it works perfectly for cards as well. You can get at least 4 cards in this little project. Doing the same thing, I'm going to actually open that up. Along this side, finding my score line, making sure that it's lined up here, pointed to the point, so that it's square, plumb. So we're doing this just plumb. Okay, now I'm going to fold it over like this, and you can leave this piece. You don't even have to cut it. And then fold the other piece over like that, and cut off this little piece right here that hangs over. You can just fold it if you want to, so you know where to cut perfectly. So I'll just fold it so that it's right along the edge right there, and then cut it off. A little extra piece. I'm using Seal Plus. This is my Stampin' Seal Plus, because this is a what is it? A project that will be used and opened, and it has to be really sealed really well. So I want to put some right here behind this one, and right here along the center of this. So I've got my center line a little bit right there. And then on this part that is going to fold over, we need a couple of inches. Oh, got to get my Seal Plus going here. Like this, and like that. Okay, so we're going to fold it over. And then that right there is all you have to glue. Now we're going to fold backwards. So we've got our little pocket right here. And we've got a little pocket on the other side. I want those extra 1/4 inch score lines are going to come in handy to give you a little base for this folio. You really want it to be very flat and sturdy. So there's your pocket. Okay, to finish this off. Oh, I didn't grab my. Hold on, just give me a moment. I'm going to also close my door. We had some company, so I needed to let them visit outside. Okay, to close this off, you may want to put a little a little thing in the top of your, a little ribbon. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to punch 2 holes right here. And then try to get them as even as possible. So I have 2 little holes right there. Put a little piece of ribbon through it. Now you could use, I'm going to show you 2 different versions here. You'd probably want a little bit bigger hole to use this one. This is another celebration product that is our ruched ribbon, pool party ribbon. And you can make it very simple if you're going to hand somebody this. Let me take about, I'm going to take about 10 inches. I'm going to put it in. It doesn't matter which side you do it in, because that will be, whichever one you do will be the front. This is a flat bow. I like that with this ruched ribbon. So you'd put both ends in the front, through the front. Oh, maybe. Oh, my nose is also running at the same time. Hence, I said that. Then you're going to cross them over the back and then put them in the other side. Let's see. I should have just done this earlier so you didn't have to watch. I apologize for that. But it's just a cute little ribbon. You could also just tie a bow on the top if you wanted to, but I just like giving you some other options each time that we meet each week. So give me a moment. And then this one comes in the other side too. So you're putting it through twice. I'll show you how my little cards fit in here momentarily. If you need to use your scissors, go like this. Okay, so that one's going to be flat on that side. And then you have a cute little ribbon on this side that you can trim however you would like. If you fold a wide ribbon in half, the long way like this, and from the edges, outside edges, cut in towards the fold, you'll get perfect points. So again, from the edges into the fold, perfect points. So there you go. Now, here are some cards that I would put into it, and then I'll show you another idea of a way to gift this. So these cards are all made using scraps from this same pack of paper, and kind of in a similar type ideas. So this one actually features, you can use whatever you have. I'm using the Everyday Details dies on that one. You could use, let me show you this one. This one I just used our modern oval punch and took some scraps of the designed paper and made them into a panel, 4 panel. We've done that before. This one's just 5 1/4 inch strips and in different widths of paper, because you always have a little extra, right? And then this one I used the paper and actually colored the roses. Let me show you how I did that. And I have another tip there too for you. So let me show you this too. This will fit all of our cards just by sticking them right in like that. And then 2 more and 2 more envelopes on the back. So 2 cards and 2 envelopes on both sides, and it makes it perfect little gift. You could add a little something on the front. Maybe we'll do that before we're done. Okay, to color your paper. So this paper comes in Pebbled Path, which is a lovely neutral that is a little less harsh than black. I think it's a very soft color. And I've used Calypso Coral and my small blending brush. So you just take your small blending brush. You can, what you want to dab it off onto your paper, or in this case, my glass mat, and then come onto your paper like this. So you don't have a heavy color to start with. It starts off in a light color. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can see that it's going outside the lines. But then the same thing with the green here. This is old olive. And you can just do a little bit on the leaves like that. You can pick it back up off this glass mat. And if I have not yet invited you, let me consider this your invitation to join my team. Right now during celebration, this glass mat studio, which includes this and our cleaning cloth and a little silicone tray right here. That is one of the options you can choose for free. I had stuff on the tray, so you hear me splatter in the background. But once you've colored those beautiful flowers like that, or you can use your markers, your blends, however you like to do that, then you can cut them out and use them on the front of your card. You'll notice that this patterned paper goes all the way to the edge. So don't give up these pieces right here. You can cut off the edge pieces. You could color them and put them on the inside. Here's my other sample here. This one, I didn't even color this one. I just used the pretty. Anne is already a demonstrator, but she forgot to pre-order hers, so she needs it now. This one I just cut them out and put them on the inside, and that's just like that. So there is two different ways of using the edge pieces. Don't throw away those edge pieces. All right, last thing, you can actually join at lonnie.stampinup.net if you're interested in the Glass Mat Studio or trying your own adventure with Stampin' Up. I wanted to show you one other way. Do you remember when we used to take our Valentines and take them to our friend's house and drop them off? If you wanted to drop this off as a gift, here's a way to do it. This time you'd want to have a little bit longer piece of ribbon. I'm going to take 24 inches of, this one is Pool Party as well. It's kind of a grosgrain ribbon. I don't know if this is a new one in the catalog, but I'm sure that it's online. So, okay, you can put it through the back. It doesn't matter which way is the back. But you're going to take it like this, leave a little loop up here, tie a bow. Well, we'll tie a knot and then a bow. Tie a bow like that, and then look, you have a loop that you can hang on a door. So if you were just going to drop this off as a gift, you could do that. Okay, finally, one thing I did want to do and totally forgot. Let me get it out. Maybe. I think we're going to use this piece right here. I'm just going to make a belly band for it. I'm going to cut it in about an inch. I just need an inch of this paper. And this would kind of dress it up. So when you're hanging it on the door, let's use our cutting. Instead of the scoring blade, let's use the cutting blade. To create a little belly band, you can use either side, but I'm just going to use the blue, the Pool Party kind of textured paper. And when you're doing a belly band, you usually put the ends in the front. So I'm just putting that around. Now that you've got your cards in it, don't want to do it before you put your cards in it. You'll make it too tight. So here we go. We'll do adhesive right here. And it doesn't matter if it goes off the edge. You can always glue this right to the front of your folio. So we'll just do a little belly band right here to kind of give it a little look, and find my white paper. This time we'll put a little sentiment. Let's do thinking of you right on the front. In fact, I think I'm going to use Pebbled Path. And whatever punch you have. So this one's going to be Modern Oval because that's the one I can grab. And that's the one that's still in stock. I really, really love our new hexagon punch, but it's out of stock until I think April. So if you have that one, you're in luck. You can use that one. This Modern Oval is nice too, though. So you can just add that to the front and you've got it finished. So again, consider this your invitation to join my team, become a demonstrator, or just kind of see what being a demonstrator would be like if it's something that you would like to do. And there's your cute little gift. What do you think? Isn't that fun? Just on both sides, you've got all your cards stuck in there. I'm missing a card. I'm missing 2 cards. So you can just stick those right in. They'll get a little peek of them. There's your cards and envelopes. And cards and envelopes. All right. Yes, of course, that Modern Oval punch works great with the watermelon set. So that is your little folio that you can use to hang on someone's doorknob, to give away. You can just use it and give it away to them, hand it to them. But I thought that was just that would be a fun way to use up some of the cards in your stash. Just find a fun non-directional, a beautiful non-directional piece of designer series paper and get making these. They're also perfect for large cookies. So if you want to send some cookies in a little cellophane bag, you could put those in here, or a cookie on one side and some cards on the other. All right, thanks for joining me here this week. We will be back next week with more crafty news and probably sign you up again. Probably more celebration items because I only have 2 more Mondays to share with you some celebration things. One thing we haven't seen is the Jungle Pals. I think that's what we're going to do next Monday. So stick around, come back, and we'll do a little Jungle Pals next Monday. We'll see you then.